What am I playing? So I have been playing Witchfire. I've been playing this on PC. So Witchfire is a strange game. It's a first-person shooter, very much in the style of a boomer shooter or maybe an extraction shooter. In a lot of ways, it kind of plays like Destiny, but with kind of a Spanish Inquisition setting. You play as some sort of Inquisitor-type person who's being sent to eliminate the threat posed by some evil witch in a faraway land. And you do it with a lot of guns, magic, and other tools, all very medieval looking. I mean, sort of medieval looking. There's also a machine gun, which isn't very medieval at all. The game is roguelike, meaning that each time you play a run, it's going to be randomized. The objectives will be randomized, the enemy placements will be randomized, etc., etc., etc. And it's intentionally difficult. It's quite difficult. You're going to fail many, many runs before you succeed. In fact, the discourse online seems to indicate that a lot of people bounce off of it before they even succeed at the first mission, which kind of makes sense because it is really, really difficult. But because it is roguelike and it's one more run, every run you do should be improving you a little bit and making the next run even easier. It can be a little bit confusing each run, however, because realistically, you shouldn't be leveling up your character. When you level up your character, you actually level up all of the enemies and the events that happen, and you thus make the game more difficult. So really, what you should be doing is you should be spending all of your time leveling up your gear, and then level up your character once you get to a point where everything at your level is substantially easier. Graphically, the game is really, really gorgeous. It looks utterly amazing. And it doesn't seem to push my hardware as much as I would think that it would. Other games that are similarly beautiful tend to push my hardware a lot more. You hear the fan spinning up. I've never really heard the fan spin up on my graphic card in Witchfire. I think the game is still in early access. There's not a whole lot of content to it. At least I hope it's in early access. If it's officially released, then I'm a little bit disappointed because it really does feel like there needs to be more stuff. But if it is in early access, what's there is pretty darn fun, and I am enjoying it. Witchfire. It's pretty good stuff. Hey, what am I playing? So I have been playing Dark Chambers on the Atari 7800. I have been playing it specifically on my Atari 2600 Plus. Wow, so this is a game that I completely slept on as a kid. This came out in 1983. It was originally called Dandy. It evolved into this Dark Chambers series of games that was available for a variety of Atari platforms, including the 2600, 8-bit Atari computers, and the 7800. It would go on to inspire Gauntlet, specifically inspire it in such a way that Atari sued the creators of Gauntlet, and they settled out of court over copyright infringement. This is a top-down dungeon crawler where you move through predefined dungeons, trying to find the exit and trying to defeat the enemies along the way, while at the same time collecting treasure and loot. If you played Gauntlet, you know exactly what you're getting into. This is very much the same type of game. It's also a freaking blast. And as a kid, I was completely unaware of this thing. I never played it. I knew nothing about it. But I really shouldn't have slept on it. This is a great game, and I'm really glad I'm able to play it now. Dark Chambers. Good stuff.